Yo, what up, though? Pimpin Caprice in the building. Artism too. What's good, my boy?
Oh, man, just some more of it, man. You feel me?
Hey, man, I'm excited to sit down with you.
Oh, yeah, likewise.
A lot of things to talk about.
Oh, yeah, man, we got a shit lot.
Hey, man.
Like y'all say, for shit show. You feel me?
You know what I'm saying? And I'm excited to, get down and sit down and talk to you. Me and you've been able to build a relationship over the last 2 months.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Getting connected, you know what I'm saying? And here in Texas and vice versa. I'm excited to finally be able to plug in out your way from the Bay.
Right.
But Pimpin Caprice, man, artist out of Richmond, California. Man, for people who don't know about Richmond, California, what is that like and what makes up the Bay?
I mean, Richmond is it's a city of game, you know what I'm saying? It's a city of hustlers, man. People about their money. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's a part in the Bay to where we're stereotyped, you know what I'm saying, in a negative way, but it's a lot of good stuff that came out of Richmond, a lot of good people, you know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of times the city of Richmond get a bad name as itself, you know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
But as for the Bay, you know what I'm saying, we overlooked in the Bay. We're a city that's overlooked in the Bay. We don't get the notoriety and the credibility that we deserve, you know what I'm saying, on a positive aspect, and especially with this music. You feel me? So it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? We ain't going nowhere.
Gotcha.
But,
So when you say the Bay, hierarchies, what are the most popular cities in the Bay to the least popular?
When you hear the Bay, man, people automatically think you from Oakland or San Francisco.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? Because them is basically the cities where, things is at. You know what I'm saying? Family things, sports, and shit like that, So even Vallejo, you know what I'm saying? You got, we call it Marine World, but it's Discovery Kingdom now, you know what I'm saying? Some people to go over there do is a Six Flags, you know what I'm saying? But then when you come to Richmond, it's like, it's a whole different, it's a whole different get down.
Got you. So it's San Francisco, Oakland, Vallejo, and Richmond. Those four major make up the Bay, or is there any other city?
Nah, it's a whole bunch of cities in the Bay.
Well, how far does it go? What's the top part of the Bay, and what's the lowest part?
The top part of the Bay, man, you go like the North Bay. So North Bay is like Fairfield, Santa Rosa, Petaluma, you know what I'm saying, Vallejo. Then you come down to the East Bay, which is like Richmond, Oakland, Berkeley, Alameda, you know what I'm saying, all those, Hayward, all those other cities, then you head to the South Bay for like San Jose, you know what I'm saying, Gilroy, all that type of stuff down there, you know what I'm saying. So the Bay is huge, you feel me?
Okay. So I appreciate you breaking that down, because you're right. When I thought of the Bay, I just thought that was another name for Oakland.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? Not even San Francisco. I never even considered San Francisco
as a city by the Bay. That's the city by the, sitting on the dock of the Bay.
Gotcha.
You feel me? So it's like,
And maybe because when I see Golden State Warrior wear the Bay jerseys, I know that they are in Oakland.
But they was from San Francisco. But when they moved from Philadelphia to the Bay, they was in San Francisco. They started in San Francisco. That's where they back at now. You feel what I'm saying? They still gonna say words, but you know what I'm saying, they moved from San Francisco, and then they was in Oakland for like umpteen years. You feel me? So just recently went back to the city.
Got you. So man, you just dropped a new project, Artism 2.
Yes, sir.
Doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? For those who don't know, man, the Artism, kind of break this down, and why a second volume?
The Artism, man, you know what I'm saying? It's basically the art of knowing how to communicate, you know what I'm saying? The information, ism, that's the information. You feel me?
Gotcha.
That's the game. It's got to be already a part of you. There's nothing you can just go buy from Walmart. You feel me?
Right.
There's nothing you can just pick up, you know what I'm saying, off the internet, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to know how to conversate. You got to know how to articulate, and you got to know how to elevate, you know what I'm saying, yourself and the individual that you're dealing with.
Gotcha.
So it is an art to that. You know what I'm saying? This the second volume, man. You know what I'm saying? The first one, that was really just getting my feet in the water, you know what I'm saying, and really putting it out there, you know what I'm saying, and letting people know, you know what I'm saying, what Pimpin Caprice is about.
Gotcha.
So the second one right here, man, my opinion, it's doper than the first one.
There you go.
you feel me? I got a lot more, you know what I'm saying? So mother wants some free game, man, you know, go download that Artism too, man.
No, for sure. I know you got some notable features on there. Definitely got a Dallas OG. Rollo the Pimp on there featured. And he's been featured before, man. Like kind of that relationship with Rollo, man. How
that's
did y'all
my dog, man. You know what I'm saying? Me and Rollo, man, we go back. He was on the first Artism.
Okay.
You know, when you come across, you know what I'm saying, individuals in the game, you know what I'm saying, it's like some of them is fraud, some of them is fake, man. You know what I'm saying? But my guy, man, you know what I'm saying, he's authentic, man. You know what I'm saying? My guy's a real deal. You feel me? So it's like me and him got a relationship to where it's like, that's my bro. You know what I'm saying? It's whatever.
What is it about Rollo the Pimp style, man, that gravitated you to him to even put him on 2 projects?
Because he authentic.
Got you.
He ain't faking and shaking. He ain't saying nothing that he ain't about. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these guys, man, you know, matter of fact, me and him was just talking about this, man. It's a lot of these guys that we come across on this internet, and they might tap in with us, but that's as far as it go. We know you off this internet. We ain't never, you know what I'm saying, shook hands. We ain't never had a drink together. We ain't never did nothing. So we don't really know what you about.
Right.
We ain't never popped no peas with you, man. You feel me? We don't know. So the way you know a person is face to face, man. You catch a vibe from an individual.
Got you.
You feel what I'm saying? Then you know he's solid or he's salad. You feel me?
Straight like that.
Straight like that.
So then another straight up OG legend, you know what I'm saying, out the Bay. You know what I'm saying? You got J Diggs.
Yeah. That's
on the record.
That's my bro too, man. Shout out Diggs, shout out Thiz. You feel me? Me and Diggs are way back, man. You know what I'm saying? Me and Diggs, we go back. You feel me? And he's always looked out for me. You feel me? When it came to certain shit, you know what I'm saying? So it's like returning the favors and doing things, man. You know, I stay locked in with the guys that's locked in with me.
Got you.
You know what I mean? That's how you gotta move. You feel me? So if they ain't want to see you win, you got to understand, man, people in the game and in the streets, whether you're in the music or corporate America, whatever, if you not winning, you not gonna want to see nobody else win. And you ain't gonna know how to help nobody else win.
Got you.
You feel what I'm saying? So winners gotta hang with winners. And then you gotta cut off the cats that's not trying to elevate or do nothing for you. Everybody say they want to see you win, but the proof is in the pudding, man. You know what I'm saying? You could talk that good game, man, you know what I'm saying? But if you got some faultiness and fugaziness about you, you know what I'm saying, in your program, man, and how you move, man, it's going to show. It's going to be exposed eventually.
That's real.
You know?
Now, with the project, man, like with the Artism and, you know, things of that nature, just releasing, man, like what do you, if you could define this project or what people can get out of it that makes it different than Artism 1, what would that be?
The elevation of the project, I've elevated from that time. My wordplay, my orchestration. You know, sometimes you got to sit back and perfect your craft.
For sure.
You feel me? Because that's the only way you're going to get better and move to the next level. You know what I'm saying? So you have to perfect your craft. So I feel that I perfected my craft more on the second volume versus the first one. The first one was just to get me in the door.
Yep.
The first one was a relationship builder with certain individuals. You know what I'm saying? The first one was basically to get my name and myself out there to people to be familiar with Pimpin Caprice.
Got you.
The second one right here is to make everybody that didn't know Pimpin Caprice know Pimpin Caprice.
Makes sense.
And then they're going to go back and check out the other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because I got a catalog, you feel me? So they're going to go back and check out the other stuff, and they're going to be like, okay. So then everybody be up to date, and then we can move on.
Do you think, like, or when you think of this project, which top 3 songs on the project do you feel like actually showcases that elevation the most?
Oh, man. Lately with Diggs.
Okay. Yeah, that's your hard.
On the Case with Rollo.
For sure, that one hard too.
Of course, John Walsh, my boy Pooh Hef. You feel me? And don't get me wrong, man. That Steppin', man. That first single I dropped, Steppin', man. That motherfucker harder. You know what I'm saying? The penitentiary steel, Jack. You feel me? And I mixed the game with the gangster shit.
I'm gonna tell you my top 3, and it might be throw you off, but we kind of talked about it. Right. Ratchet is my number 1.
Right. I gas on that.
That's my joint.
Right.
The joint with you and Rollo. What is it called again?
On the Case.
on the case.
Right.
And then the joint with you and Diggs.
Okay.
Them my top three.
Okay.
That Ratchet one, I don't know what was going on.
But
that boy, hey, man, that shit was.
I was feeling myself, bro. On that Ratchet, bro. If you listen to the words of that song, you can kind of understand, because it's telling you about what's going on.
Yeah.
You got these females and these males, though, they getting up in age, but they ain't got no stability. They're running around just sitting around getting high and letting the time fly. You feel me? And then you got these young thotties, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, man, they run around here pregnant, you know what I'm saying, with these 6-inch heels in the
6
clubs.
months with 6
you know what I'm saying? They can't even afford the cricket bill.
Man.
You feel me? So it's just like, man, I be putting out some real shit out there.
Got you.
You feel me? Everything I say is real. You know what I'm saying? The shit didn't happen, and that's how I really feel, man. And I can't take that back.
So Pimpin Caprice, the name, I kind of want to get the origin. Where did this name come about? And like the evolution of it. Like, give us the beginning of Pimpin Caprice in regards to music.
In regards to music?
Yeah.
Well, the Pimpin', I've always been into music, you feel me? But the Pimpin' Caprice is just who I am. That's my thing. You feel me? So it's just taking it and carrying on with the music and just basically letting people know what you about and hear what you about. You feel me? So that's just been like the base and the platform. You know what I'm saying? So my name represents the game.
Got you.
You feel me? So you can't have a certain name like that and the proof not be in the pudding.
For sure, because I interviewed Rollo.
Right.
And Rollo talked about ism. He said ism is in you, it's not on you.
Church.
And we in this idea of talking about the pimping world. And I always told him, I always asked him, and I don't know if I ever got a clear answer. But one thing I always wanted to know about pimps, why do they speak in 70s lingo? Like, why does it get stuck in that 70s lingo swag? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Jack, hey, man.
Because it's not that saying, okay, but being from the Bay, we always been slick talkers.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? That's just how we was raised. That's just in our blood to be a slick talker. Whether you a pimp, whether you a player, whether you a con man, you a part of the game. So being in the game, you got to talk that slick talk. Because what you really trying to do is finessing. You basically trying to put an idea in the other person's head.
Got you.
And make them feel like they came up with the idea or it's a good idea. you feel what I'm saying? So, but you got to keep it slick and you got to keep it quick.
Got you.
You feel me? So they ain't got a chance to think about what's coming next.
So can you break this down then for me when it comes to pimping? What's the difference between a pimp, a Mac, a player, and a simp?
It's levels.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? A Mac is like a person. This is my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else might say something different. You feel me? Once a person retired from the pimping, but he's still active on a certain level. You feel me? Then he's that Mac status.
So example, kind of like he ain't pimping, but he got some couple of chicks that give him a couple of
dollars. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He up there, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, it's levels, man, you know what I'm saying? But, and then when you go at the bottom of the totem pole talking about a simp, man, you feel me? That's just a motherfucker that's sitting here trying to please the bitch. You know what I'm saying? And do whatever that's going to make her happy. You feel me? And running her program, you know, everything is revolved around her.
Gotcha.
You know, you have no structure. You know what I'm saying? You letting her tell you what to do.
Got you. So me being married, some would look at that as a simp.
Now, you can't say that because you're not a part of the game.
Got you.
If a square can't be a simp if he's not a part of the game.
So break down the square, because sometimes that seems like a negative or a derogatory word.
A square is just a non-participant of the game.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? They don't really know what's going on in the game, so they don't understand the game. They don't understand the lingo. They don't understand the rules. They don't understand anything that has to do with the game.
Got you.
You feel me? Like when I came out with the first Artism, people like, what's ism? They ain't never heard of it, so you know what I'm saying? You use a square. That's not saying it's a bad thing. You just are uninformed.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? On the level that I'm in. You know what I'm saying? I could be a square to a square situation.
Yeah.
Because I don't know nothing about what you doing over there. That ain't got nothing to do with me. That's your lane. You feel me?
Got you. So like, I know we was talking about, like, when me and Rollo, we was talking about renegades and things of that nature. And you know what I'm saying, and how people getting football numbers, right?
Right.
Behind the quote unquote sex trafficking.
Right.
It looked like the word sex trafficking was brought up legally to blanket, I guess, the pimp.
Right.
Like, what is your definition of sex trafficking in your opinion?
My definition, my opinion of sex trafficking is when you dealing with these children and when you bringing these children across from these other areas to benefit financially, off of people having sex with them, or the people forcing people to come against their will to do these acts, for their financial gain.
Got you. Because, they try to fit sex trafficking into with the manipulation, or I guess what we would call the game.
Right.
Getting in a person's head, convincing them to go and exploit your body and bring this person back all the money.
Put a bitch on the road, they talking trafficking. You in traffic, you moving this person from point A to point B for the purpose of sexual acts, financial gain from those sexual acts.
For sure.
But the original, sex trafficking, when people talked about sex trafficking, when you on these shows like Dateline and all that, they talking about these people might be coming from these other countries and they smuggling these girls in, to do this and to that. Yeah, that's sex trafficking, man. Pimping is not sex trafficking, man.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? It's two different things, two different lanes. They just put it like that to make the punishment more stiffer.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? For the guy. They ain't changed the lane on the girls, you know what I'm saying, in most areas, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
But for the guys, it's always remained the same. You know what I'm saying? There's no leeway. So they just upped it from pimping and pandering to now sex trafficking.
Got you. Now, here in Texas, September 1st,
right?
It goes into effect that any person that gets caught paying for sexual activities, it's now a felony. It's no longer a misdemeanor.
Right.
And I've seen memes all online talking about some R.I.P. Harry Hines.
It's gonna fuck up the game.
You know what I'm saying? How do you feel about that?
I feel like, when you hit a trick, when you tell a trick, man, you go out here and buy sex, that's a felony. You feel me? That's gonna make them more fearful to do so.
Yeah.
You feel me? When it was just a misdemeanor, you tell a girl, it's gonna be a felony now. Now, if she's a real stomp down go getter, man, she ain't sweating that nonsense. She gonna dip in and out and do what she gotta do, man. You know what I'm saying? But you got some females that's weak minded and they hear, oh Lord, no, we gotta do something else. I'm not, doing this no more. It's just throwing another wrench in the game. That's what the government and everybody trying to do. They trying to just shake the game up.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get rid of the pimps. You're not gonna get rid of the pimp. And I don't care how many renegades is moving around thinking they control things and thinking they do their own thing. You're not gonna get rid of peas, man.
Gotcha.
Period.
But it almost look like the punishment is coming down harder on the men. So the pimp and the customer or the trick.
Right.
But the women, it's lightening it up because what they're saying is that maybe majority of these women that's doing it in this field are being sex trafficked.
Cap.
They being forced.
That's cap. That's cap. Man, 90% of these bitches, man, ain't being forced. It's always by choice, man. You know what I'm saying? This is a hands-free like Bluetooth game, man. You know what I'm saying? This is all verbal, man. You feel me? So the bitch make her choice. If she want to pay you, she make her choice. If she want to bust that date, ain't nobody forcing this bitch. Now, don't get me wrong. I can't speak for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you's a sucker. You's a simp. You's a mock. If you out here forcing this female to do something for you because she should have a choice if she want to pay you or not.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? So once you put the forceful hand in, then you taking away that choice. And that ain't pimping.
That's
sex
trafficking.
That's whatever you want to call it. It ain't pimping. You know what I'm saying? That's forceful. That's guerrilla. You know what I'm saying? That's nothing smooth. It's nothing finesseful. Nothing suave about forcing any individual to do something that they don't want to do.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just meant to throw a wrench in the game, you know what I'm saying, and to get people off they thing. Just like when they took away certain sites off the internet. You know what I'm saying? When they canceled Craigslist, when they canceled Backpage, you feel me? They canceled Redbook. It's like it make you think, okay, well, what you gonna do now? So it make a pimp step his game up. You feel me? To get other options and then work these other sites. So you know they getting rid of these free sites.
Yeah.
So if a P got in the game and he got a good, you gonna go to the paid ones. You know what I'm saying? If your bitch is a money maker, that's a part of investing in the bitch.
Yep.
Put the bitch on a site where she can really get some money. You know what I'm saying? They ain't taking them down because them is the ones that's gonna be lucrative. You know what I'm saying? But these free ones, they just snatch it because everybody turned to a hoe with a free site. Everybody ain't gonna pay. Every prostitute ain't gonna pay to post an ad, and every pimp ain't gonna pay to post an ad. But that's where it's gain lie though. You feel me? So it makes situations like that, man. Either you gonna stand tall, or you gonna back up.
Speaking of where pimping is now, I also talked about this with Rollo, that we're now in everything. So we seeing the shift. You remember hip hop? You use music. You can use to sell physicals,
right?
But a lot of things are digital now,
right?
Even with sex work,
right?
You know, you used to get meat. I
guess
digital. It's digital now. Like you said, it's all sites right now.
Right.
But with Rollo, I was talking about like the future. I was seeing something. I think I was watching like Vice on cable or whatever. And they was talking about the future of sex work where it's sex robots. So pretty much you see how like already right now a person can go to the sex store and buy sex toys that reenact the human anatomy. And it's getting better and better. And even now you got the sex dolls.
Right.
But imagine if Alexa or Siri enters into this specimen, and now you have real life sex dolls that can perform sexual acts just like a real person.
That'd be some crazy bionic shit, bro. Like I don't think the world's ready for nothing like that right now. You know what I'm saying?
Probably us, no, but our kids or our kids' kids, that's gonna be norm for them. Because you're not sex trafficking a human being or a person that is sex trafficking a human being.
So what, you gonna get your money off a sex doll?
Some people.
The doll supposed to pay you?
It's almost like we do everything digital now on Cash App. I'm quite sure it's gonna be some type of.
Yeah, but you not dealing with a human then, though. You know what I'm saying? Like you say, you dealing with something that's man-made, you feel me? And you using artificial intelligence, so to speak, you know, for it. So unless they put the intelligence in there and I very doubt that they're going to do this because they're trying to cut down on everything. So they're not going to build a robotic prostitute that's going to do the things of a real prostitute and pay pimping like a real prostitute.
Well, I mean, I guess if you're a pimp, when you just create a room where this robot is, you pay the fee to enter this room and boom, the robot is activated from your cell phone.
Nah, that's crazy. That's that's crazy, right? That's crazy, right? You feel me?
Like, hey, this is my black sex doll room. This is my Asian sex doll room.
Man,
this my
nah.
You know what I'm saying? You got a whole thing like this is my big booty sex doll room. You got everything right there. They just pick the room.
Okay, if that happened, man, that means we going back to Elroy Jetson, right? Days. Hey. You feel me? And they go turn Judy into a hooker, man.
Imagine all you have to do is your only maintenance is clean and upkeep of the actual robot. You ain't dealing no attitude.
So is the robot gonna have interactions and relations with another robot man or a real human? A real human man is gonna be having sex with this robotic creature.
Well, we're gonna say for right now it's probably a human. Because I mean, humans already, you got the little pocket pussies, you got girls who do dildos already. We're already using these fake objects. So now you're not dealing with a person necessarily that's gonna flip out, try to kill you. You probably not as much worried about getting as many diseases other than making sure that the pimp or whoever.
It's called masturbation.
That's true.
You feel me?
But
for
some
free.
people.
So why is a human individual man gonna pay to have sex with a robot?
A lot of people are already paying to have sex with just a doll.
Yeah, man, and that's weird to me.
I mean, to you,
but it's something for everybody. You feel me? So it's just like, I don't know, man. That'd be a whole different.
In fact, I seen the episode of Expensivist with 2 Chainz, and he went into a sex doll store,
right?
And it was like these human anatomies, like A person could go in and it's like the same shit that women put in their boobs.
Yeah, they life like they feel the same and everything. But it's you have to understand, like, it's the interaction. Now, every time a prostitute come in the presence of a male client, right? They not always having sex.
That's true.
You feel what I'm saying? So this man over here, he's gonna pay this robot to have a conversation.
I don't know. It all depends on, long as they know what they come in here for and what you advertising.
Yeah, man. I don't think we're ready for that yet. We ain't ready for that, man. That's a whole different part of the game, bro. So it's like, who knows, man? But you know, they're changing things as time goes on. You know, we're in the 21st century, so you know, things that we heard about back in the 20th century, whether it be 70s, 80s, 90s, you wouldn't have thought about. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But everything's coming to life now.
Yeah.
You know, they talking about flying cars. So like we were saying, the Jetsons, man, going back to that time, that's some space age shit. But you have to understand, this is the space age time.
Time, for sure.
You feel me? The 21st century, they talked about that many years ago. That's the space age time. You know, you got cars that drive on water.
Yeah.
You feel me? Who would have thought about that type of stuff?
That's right.
You know, California, in the next few years, they trying to make every car eco and electric. No more gas cars. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. But as time goes on, it's always going to be some new type of technology.
Evolution.
You know, but they keep trying to mess and adapt with the human anatomy, the human mind. You know what I'm saying? Yep. And enhance the artificial intelligence. You know, and that's where you got that's why Siri can do everything. Alexa can do everything.
So imagine where they at now, 20 years from now. And see, the kids right now are already programmed digitally. Like I tell my godson that's here now from Detroit, whenever I go to a bus stop and I see the kids at the bus stop in the morning, none of them talk to each other. Everybody got their heads in their phone.
Right, or their headphones on.
They digitize now.
Right.
Like the human to human interaction is almost weird. They rather argue on Instagram.
It's almost
in the
non-existent.
comments. That's why I said the robots will end up working, because the human to human interaction, the days of me and you going to a Walmart and finding a bad chick and picking her up in person.
Right.
This generation don't have that. They just shoot their shots
social
in
media.
the DM.
You knock a chick off social media these days.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They ain't out in public like that. You know what I'm saying? They on Instagram, they on Snapchat, they on Facebook, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You got some. That's how you end up meeting her first.
Yep.
And then, hey, let's link up. You feel what I'm saying? You know, you got motherfuckers and knocking hoes off the internet, off the picture. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And shit, because you know, like I tell the business, that's the first thing a trick see is your picture. Before he hears your voice or anything, he's calling you off your presentation.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? So if I'm trying to knock you off your presentation,